I'm Richard Clarke. Ramana Maharshi's teachings are deep and profound. Listen each day to deepen your practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 507. Questioner. I am the individuality here. I may not see others in my sleep, but I see them now. Maharshi. No doubt you do. But the one who sees now and the one who did not see in sleep are you only, the same individual. Why should you notice differences now and be troubled? Be as you were in deep sleep. Questioner. That cannot be. I see it now, whereas I do not see it in my sleep. That does not alter the existing state of affairs. Maharshi. Do the objects exist in the absence of the subject? Questioner. Their existence is independent of the subject. Maharshi. Do you say that they exist, or do they come and announce their existence to you? Questioner. I know that they exist. Maharshi. So it is your knowledge of them only. Their existence is not absolute. Questioner. Even if I did not know, they will continue to exist. Maharshi. Do you claim their existence in the absence of your knowledge of them? Laughter. In this dialogue, the questioner struggles with the perception of the world and objects in it, comparing their experience of waking consciousness with the state of deep sleep. They raise the concern that while they see objects and people when awake, this perception disappears during sleep. The key issue is the relationship between perception, the individual consciousness, and the existence of objects. The questioner starts by identifying themselves as someone who perceives the world while awake, but not in sleep. Ramana acknowledges this experience, but points out that the same one is present both in waking and sleep. The one who experiences the waking state is the same one who exists in the state of deep sleep, though their perception changes based on an active mind when waking versus an inactive mind in sleep. Ramana gently redirects the questioner, suggesting that their focus on the differences between waking and sleep causes unnecessary disturbance. The advice is simple. Be as you are in sleep, where there is no troubling perception of objects. Ramana describes this as other times as wakeful sleep. The questioner resists this, arguing that the presence of objects during the waking state seems undeniable and different from the experience of sleep. They assert that the absence of object in sleep doesn't change the reality that objects exist. This is the usual argument from those with a materialist orientation. Ramana responds by raising a critical point. Do these objects exist independently of the subject, or are they known to exist because of the perceiver's knowledge? This is where Ramana brings in the deeper teaching of non-duality, Advaita. His question challenges the assumptions that objects have an independent existence outside of awareness. When the questioner insists that objects would continue to exist even without their perception, Ramana asks, do they announce their existence to you? This subtle but profound question highlights that what we call existence is dependent on our knowledge or awareness of it. Without the perceiver, how can we confirm the existence of anything? Ramana Maharshi's teachings here point to the fact that is the self, pure awareness, that gives rise to the experience of objects. The objects themselves have no absolute existence outside this awareness. By directing the questioner back to the self, Ramana encourages you to inquire into the nature of your own awareness, rather than being caught up in the perception of external objects. Ultimately, it is the self, not the mind or ego, that remains unchanged and is the true foundation of experience. What is it that remains unchanged within you? So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 verses on reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment